Penn's Rhodes Field. So this has always got a little extra to it every year, but certainly tonight, as you mentioned and as we mentioned in the Open, both teams are really trying to get their seasons on track heading into conference play.
And we always like it, as far as the comparisons, Vitus Field to Rhodes Field. It is literally up the road and around the corner to get here. I think one of the staff from Drexel even said, it's barely a 30-minute walk coming through. Traffic probably be a little bit more, giving traffic. But nonetheless, Penn trying to change things up. They come out tonight wearing the red and blue kits with the white letters and numbers and white piping. Drexel in the white with blue and gold numbers and lettering. Drexel left to right on your screen, Penn right to left. Tonight's forecast as we get started. 68 degrees, a bit of a wind, 16 miles an hour. We kind of felt that pregame as we were getting set up. Things were flying all over the place. Chance of precipitation, well, we might want to edit that one. We already had a little bit of rain before that. Those information and stats given to us by our fake meteorologist you saw on the screen. So we'll have a talk with him after the match. I think his groundhog may not be totally accurate, but nonetheless, here we are. David Howard getting the nod again for the Quakers. Long ball. And this is one thing both teams are going to have to be mindful of. Any other day, that ball goes right up the line. But with the wind coming in at the direction and at the pace it is, it just hung up there, floated out of bounds. So both teams are going to have to be careful, and especially the goalkeepers looking to clear it, looking to dispatch it out. May have to go with more throw than kick. But we'll see how both teams adjust here in the opening minutes.
Yeah, the wind is definitely a significant factor in tonight's game. Quakers going against the wind to start. We'll see if the Dragons can take advantage of it here in the first half.
As you see the starting lineups for the Drexel Dragons on your screen, sporting a 3-5-2 formation. And the Quakers come in as well for the 4-4-2 formation. Romeo Dahl on the top of your screen, Jack Ryan, Jeremiah getting preseason honors. And it's going to be an interesting one. And even still, we talked about the tradition of the contest between these two. Whether it's Rhodes Field, Penn Park, Vitus Field, wherever the case may be, Drexel, Penn has always been a scrappy match.
Definitely been a scrappy match. That being said, the Penn Quakers have had most of it over the years.
Oh, dangerous ball here, untouched. And just walks right in, and Drexel is on the board. Victor Mork gets the first one for the Dragons.
Wow, such an uncharacteristic mistake for the Quakers in the back. The poor communication between the goalkeepers and the center back led to that one. That was an easy take for the Dragons and puts them up 1-0 early. You see the long ball played in here. Just a little bit of communication. Keeper can just pick that up. He's slow to come off his line, and then we're in trouble with a Drexel touch and an easy finish.
Easy finish. Mark doing due diligence to make sure it gets to the back of the net. You've been given an opportunity like that. He collects his first goal and first point of the season, the junior forward from Denmark. Not the start that the Quakers wanted.
Not at all. And this puts the Quakers back against the wall straight away. In the previous two games, given up a goal in the first half to go up 1-0, and that held for the opponents in both cases.
Another ball here. This time, Howard comes out, and he'll collect it.
Howard has been very solid in goal through these first four games for the Quakers, but the hesitation there on that one really put them in a hole.
Coming into tonight's match, only allowing 2 goals on 14 saves, 37 shots faced, an 87% save percentage. 2 clean sheets to his credit, matching the squad's record of 1-2-1. But let's see how the Penn offense answers. And with that goal, I mean, you can already tell momentum favoring the visiting side. Drexel's got an extra pep in their step.
Yeah, I think both teams were shocked by that goal. I think Drexel is still a bit shocked that they're up 1-0 on a play that was so simple, and Penn for sure has been a team that's been really difficult to score goals on in the run of play over the past few years, and that was about as easy a goal as somebody's going to get against this Penn squad.
Penn, after the foul, getting the set piece opportunity, but pretty much they're going to be putting this right into the wind.
Yeah, and this is going to be a challenging one. You know, obviously if the wind was going the other way, it could be a really dangerous opportunity, but Coyole's going to have to really get this one right to put it in a dangerous place.
Coyote, the left foot, sets bending ball, looking far post. The header, right idea. Just couldn't bring it down enough, and it goes out of bounds.
Good service by Coyote. No surprise there.
As you see, Connor Dawson, the junior from O'Fallon, Illinois, doing as best he can as the Dragons send one forward. And again, with a little help, comes out of bounds. Nahenke will throw.
Yeah, the one thing you can say about the Penn team is going down early like this, they've got enough experience on the field, I think, to handle that. You know, you mentioned Dawson in the center of the back. You've got Jeremiah in midfield. You've got Sakalowski and Coyote up top. These guys have played a lot of minutes over the past 2 years. So I don't think they're going to be too phased by giving up the early goal. They're going to continue to try and press here to get the Quakers on the board.
Oliver Pratt set one forward, just a little too much on it, and it goes out of bounds. Looks to be a goal kick, although the officials are talking about something, asking for the clock to be stopped. So with 39:24 left to go, the officials are, I don't know if they got a equipment malfunction, but while we're taking care of that, the officials for tonight. Tyler McKinney is the man in the middle. Kyle Radrowitz, is the official on one side. Anthony Procchio, I could talk tonight, I'm sorry about that, is the other assistant referee. Nick Liu is the fourth official for tonight's match, or as we were saying before, the official mediator between these two sides, as the fourth official is always the one that has to speak with the.
I think we have an injury on the assistant referee on the far side, and the fourth official is going to have to step in. Yeah, that's exactly
and that's
what's
going on. So the referees are swapping things out. Nick Liu will go to the opposite side, and we'll switch things up. I think that's a first for me, Coach. I mean,
every now and again, typically you see it. It's a rarity, but when you see it, it's typically the center official with the amount of
cutting, crossing.
Yeah, with the amount of running they're doing, with the amount of field they're covering.
The inadvertent pass or volley, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. But anyways, looking at these two teams, Dan, you've got two teams that play a very similar style in a very similar, if not the exact same formation. They come out in a 4-3-3. They have two deep-lying midfielders protecting the center back. They have an attacking midfielder sitting in behind the 9. So it's a little bit of a chess match. Both of these teams like to have the ball, like to keep the ball, like to build and create chances through possession. So they're going to have to be really sharp here to make things happen tonight.
All right, now that we do we have the officiating taken care of? I don't see anybody on the far side. So they're making sure the communications, as we see here, getting set up. And okay.
I will say this is the benefit of having a fourth official, Dan.
Yes, it is.
Wasn't that long ago where these matches only had the center and two assistant referees without a fourth official, and they would have been in a little bit of a predicament had they not had the fourth official here tonight.
And we had joked about it, how we always, as you said, didn't have that fourth official. You had three. Never in my days have I seen something like this. But nonetheless, so we got everything squared away. Drexel gets us back underway. David Howard sends one back to the middle. Jack Ryan, Jeremiah gets his pocket pick. Jack Shannon better with the boots.
Yeah, Drexel doing a good job pressing the Quakers high up the field. I don't blame him, looking to put a little pressure on Howard in goal when he has the ball at his feet.
Out to the left side, Kyeli. Whistle blown against the Dragons, and Penn will have the free kick. Malachi Neal sends it up. Penn with the throw in. Too much on the drop back. Penn will reset. Connor Dawson, left foot, trying to bend in. Drexel passes near side, Gavas. Back to Howard. David Howard will put one into the wind to the right. Out of bounds and a little favor, Drexel. Nahenke does well to keep it in, but gets dispossessed, and they get kind of tied up, and it'll be a Penn throw-in. Penn having to battle through. This one stays in. Penn. Drexel controlling the engagement so far, Coach, and good, short, crisp passing. Able to spread the field.
Yeah, Drexel's definitely had a little bit more of the ball, but neither team has been able to kind of find a rhythm. Both of them are doing a good job of getting pressure on the ball. Some good tackles thus far. Been a bit of a choppy affair in midfield.
Ball left side of the box towards the corner flag. Levi Christie getting the word from his bench. That one goes out of bounds. So this will be the first corner of the evening, and the Dragons will have it from the far flag on your screen. One nothing the early score. Victor Mork netting his first of the season.
Yeah, Drexel stacking guys in the goal mouth, putting a little pressure on Howard in the net. Not the greatest service.
Now looking for something far post, but it wound up on the roof. And Penn will send it back the other way.
Yeah, Drexel setting up high, determined not to let Penn try and play out.
Good ball through the middle. First touch, Penn. Unable to control it. Marco Botin. Now Penn, right side of the box, a chance to set something up. Left foot, one hopper, and right into the breadbasket of the Drexel netminder. Owen Moore, the senior from Piles Grove, New Jersey, has allowed, like Howard, 2 goals. 2 goals against average, 12 goals allowed total. 12 saves on 39 shots faced so far this year.
Oh, bad giveaway there by Drexel, but Sokolowski just couldn't find Botin
to connect that pass. Christie drops back and they'll change fields to the opposite side. Drexel patiently moving the ball. Now they'll come near us. That one's coming right at us, and that one goes sailing over to
patient defending there by Penn. If you'll notice, when they are in their defensive set, they're in more of a 4-4-2 with Dahlen and Botine up top as the two forwards trying to get pressure on the back four of Drexel, the two center backs in particular. And when they have it, it looks like more of a 4-3-3 with Botine kind of coming underneath Dahlen up top.
Drexel drops back to their keeper, and they'll try to change things up.
Yeah, the defensive shape here of Penn much better here in the last few sets. Drexel does well to unlock it.
And they get out to the left-hand side. They got traffic in the middle. Good idea. Better deflection by the Quakers.
Good ball there.
Now to just continue it. Comes back to the middle of the field. Dragons, though, right there, getting it back. Making the turn. A potential setup shot from distance, and that finds the back of the net. And the Dragons are now up by 2. This one belongs to Jack Shannon.
Bad giveaway there in midfield by Herbert. Led to that. He got caught in a bad spot. You see him give up the ball here.
And Shannon just works his way all the way through. Has the opportunity, takes the right foot. Beautiful ball bending under the crossbar.
Boy, the frustrating thing for this Penn squad right now is it's two self-inflicted goals with the lack of communication on the first one and the bad giveaway, uncharacteristically bad giveaway by Herbert in midfield in the back third. Drexel sitting pretty with a 2-goal lead, and they really haven't done much to create the chances, but they've done well to take advantage of the opportunities presented to them thus far.
So Drexel with the 2-goal lead, both goal scorers netting their first of the 2025 campaign, and with a half hour and change left to go in the first act, Penn's really behind by a score of 2-0.
Well, this is where you really have to start to see the experience in this Penn team stand up and take over a little bit. The Ollie Pratts, the Jack Ryan Jeremiahs, the Connor Dawsons, those guys, the Kaelis, those guys have got to step up here.
Nice ball here. Lima Bittencourt settles. Bittencourt, look right side, but David Howard cut down the near post angle, and it goes out of play.
That's not something Lima Betancourt is going to miss often. Coming in at that angle with that amount of time and space, you definitely expect a player of his caliber to tuck that by Howard. Quakers are fortunate not to be down 3-0 here 15 minutes into the match.
Ball hangs up a little bit midfield. Shannon gets in position. Dragons keep it. Patolis starts a play. Now Drexel will go forward. Vandenberg sends the left lane. Good hustle, but Drexel gets it right back. Camjo Back and forth, trying to step through. Camjo, brilliant tackle. Very clean play on, says the official. Until it comes out of bounds, Penn will have the throw in. Drexel really feeling it in this first half, Coach.
Absolutely. I think it's one team is really feeling good about itself, obviously. They've taken advantage of every opportunity they've been given, and the Quakers look a little bit shell-shocked. Just haven't been able to get comfortable. I think they're as surprised as anyone to be down 2-0 with the chances that they've given away.
Jack Ryan, Jeremiah sends out to the right side, though.
Those are the two guys you got to get on the ball, Jeremiah and Kaeli.
And get moving forward as well. Herbert to the outside. Neal up and over and into the fence line. Throw in for Drexel. Series history for these teams. Well, I mean, you look at the history, Penn has the all-time 34-11-3. These two teams have not met since 2022. And even then, that was a 1-1 draw at Drexel. This is a series that dates all the way back to October of 1952. That was a 6-2 win for the Quakers, but right now they are down by 2 here in starting to get into the latter part of the first half. Interesting.
Yeah, one of the things that we've talked about over these past couple of years, Dan, when you know things are going well for Penn, is you see the guys like Nahenke and Pratt getting forward from their wide back spots, and you just haven't seen a lot of it, and that's the lack of midfield control. They haven't been able to swing the ball and keep the ball in midfield to allow those guys to get higher. Here's Nahenke creeping up a little bit, but Drexel gets good pressure on him.
Goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Quakers. As Liam Bittencourt right there with him every stretch.
Now you see Pratt higher up the field. You barely saw him in your screen there for a minute on the right side.
Dollins forward. Jeremiah's forward. Now to try to poke something through.
That's better from Penn.
Trying to set up on the wings now, just a control. But Drexel picks a pocket, and now they'll come back the other way. Nice work by Nahenke. Sends back to Neal. Trying to go up that right wing. Here's a chance for a ball inside the box, but coming away.
That's
a chance for Penn. That got deflected, I think, out of bounds, and will be a corner kick. First best opportunity for the Quakers tonight. But the Dragons' defense was better to the task. Watch this.
Yeah, again, not great by the Drexel goalkeeper in the back. A little bit of miscommunication there. Kaeli put in a really dangerous ball.
A chance to pull within one.
First corner of the night for the Quakers.
Sokolowski serves. First touch, Dragons.
Yeah, you gotta get it past that first defender to give yourself a chance.
Kaeli.
Good ball there.
Patty looking left foot into the wind, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. You hear the head coach of the Dragons, David Castellanos. His second season of head coach, 8th in program history. Not his first rodeo with the Dragons. His second run. You're serving under the leadership of somebody you are quite familiar with, Coach. Michael Marciano. Back in 2020. Went out, got some head coaching experience, and then coming back to Vitus Field. And a foul is called, a set-piece opportunity.
Yeah, here's a good opportunity for the Quakers, probably, 27, 26 yards out. A good distance for a shot. You're able to get the ball up and over the wall from this distance. The closer you get to the top of that penalty area, it gets more and more difficult to get it up and over, but this is a perfect distance. Looks like it's Dahlin and Kaeli, the righty and the lefty.
Jack Ryan, Jeremiah kind of
sniffing around
the middle.
Dahlin walks away, so it's Jeremiah and Kaeli on the ball.
Both make the setup for it. I think it's set. I was wrong on both accounts. I thought it was going to be Jack Ryan, Jeremiah. But the left foot just off the mark, and the Dragons will have the goal kick.
Little signs of life here for the Quakers here in the past couple minutes, midway through the first half, as they try and claw their way out of this 2-0 hole.
Ball to midfield. Second and third touch belong to the visitors, and it goes off the other side. Ollie Pratt gives chase. It goes out of bounds. Penn able to fight their way through it. Now to advance. Nahenke. Nahenke again. Sends one forward. Jack Ryan, Jeremiah.
Yeah, good run out of midfield there by Jeremiah.
JR does battle. Gets loose. Drexel sends it back to midfield. And off of the Quakers, it'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Progress by way of the throw-in, as Drexel will have the throw-in right here in front of the bench. Nice ball here, looking for Lima Bittencourt. He'll set up something left side. Nice left foot. Nice ball placement with the outside of his left boot. Able to get deflected, and David Howard will pick it up. Drexel surveying the field. Sending it back to the keeper. Lima Bittencourt drops. Good idea. And a foul called. Oh. Foul called against Morgan Worsfold Gregg. I understand it, but what do we always say, Coach? Referee saw one thing.
Yeah.
High definition camera saw something else.
Another opportunity for Kaeli to get a good service in here. Penn bringing up Dawson and Neal, trying to get on the end of it.
From the whistle, going to try short side, Nahenke. Brilliant slide tackle by Jack Shannon.
I like the idea. If Kaeli had just put a little more on that pass, I think it would have given Nahenke a really good opportunity to put in a dangerous serve there.
Throw in for Drexel, and Penn will go to the bench as Michael Howard will come in. Quick 1-2 out of bounds. Eric Sokolowski will come out and have a seat. Drexel just really taking a peek. Penn drops it back.
For those of you new to the Quakers, Michael Howard just coming on, sophomore transfer from the University of Virginia and brother of goalkeeper David Howard.
Charlie and Versa and I are talking about that. Always like it knowing the siblings are on the same team. Although I think you'll agree, maybe a little more fun when they're on the opposite team.
Yeah.
Because that really gets everybody into the party. Over the sports that I've covered over the years, we've seen that happen on a couple of occasions. Oh.
Oof.
Drexel was
I think Penn got lucky there.
Yeah.
They had sprung Tiago out wide. Referee calls it back to a foul in midfield.
Tiago was definitely off to the races as the whistle blew. 2-0 is the score. Safe to say could probably be a better part of 3 or 4. But
certainly could have been 3
at
with
least
that
3.
Tiago.
Yeah, Tiago. And if he catches stride here with that last one before the whistle, I would venture a guess the odds on another one would have been fair to average. Under 18 minutes, the score is 2-0 as it looks like the Dragons are set to go to the bench. Ollie Pratt throws one in. Short side, pinball around. Cleared out by the Dragons, but settled by the Quakers. The speed that Drexel is getting to the ball is something that's going to have to be looked at halftime. Good idea by Penn there. As you see Connor Dawson. And coming in for the Dragons, Ben Weller will chip in. Max Haberi. As well as Christian Combs on your screen. Off of the goal kick, and Penn trying to get to the middle of the field. Botine. Through traffic. Penn crashing through, trying to get through.
That's a penalty.
And a penalty.
That is a penalty.
That's a penalty as Marco Botine goes down, and we'll take a look.
I think Botine just caught him by surprise here.
1, 2.
Yeah, clumsy challenge.
Max Haberi just into the match. And this will be the first penalty opportunity for the Quakers this year.
Patty Kaeli stepping up to take it. And this is exactly what the Quakers needed with 16 and a half minutes left. Hopefully getting themselves back to 2-1. We'll see if Kaeli can finish it off for the Quakers.
Opponents are 0 for 1 from the spot this year for Drexel. Kaeli looking to level that. On the whistle. Kaeli sets, Hawes, and it goes into the back of the net. Yeah, Patrick Kaeli gets the Quakers to within 1.
Good finish by Patty Kaeli for the Quakers.
His second goal of the season and first from the spot.
Really well taken. Yeah, not even if Moore had gone the right way, not sure he's going to stop that one. Kiley with a really confident strike, his second goal of the season.
Now let's see if Penn can keep the momentum going, though Drexel steps right through. Shannon sends one to the middle, now trying the outside. Left foot, Howard with the gloves. Howard trying to get everybody forward. He'll put it to his feet and send it along. Michael Howard with a touch. Penn trying to get forward. Botin.
Well done there by Jeremiah, opening up the field, bringing the Henke into it.
JR did a great job swinging it to the outside, and Henke got bound up a little bit, but he'll have the throw in. Looks inside. Into the middle, and that's going to be a foul on George Herbert. Out of bounds, it'll be a throw in. Brian Salvino will now come in for Victor Mork. As you see Nahenke on your screen, set for the throw in. Gets sent down, stays in play. Some spin on the ball. And now a corner kick for the Dragons. This will be their second of the evening. Everybody's set up inside the box, line drive, first touch, skim shot. Drexel controls, try to send it back in, and the flag goes up for offside.
Yeah, again, not the best service from Drexel there. Couldn't get it by the first defender.
They send it forward. And the defense will play it all the way back to the netminder. Owen Moore will collect it. He'll send one right at us. Off of the overhang, off the assistant coach, and out of play. Off the throw-in. Nahenke. Connor Dawson's left foot goes to the outside right. Good battle.
Well done there. Oof, unlucky.
But still following through with the ball, but Drexel comes away with it. Shannon sends the ball loose, threads the needle. Looking for Salvino on the outside. Trying to work their way into 18. Left foot crossing over. One touch. Settles.
Oh, that's a bad giveaway
Bad
there.
pass. Out to the outside. That bounced around.
Boy, Quakers really struggling to clear their defensive lines.
On their heels, but the Dragons just keep pressuring, and it goes out of bounds for another corner. Under 12 minutes to go. Morgan Worsfold Greg will come in. He's got 4 assists on the season so far, Coach, with 11 and a half to go. Another one that can definitely facilitate for Coach Castellanos' side. Sends one far post. Yeah, nice idea, just couldn't get the right placement.
That's a better ball for sure for Drexel.
That one just kind of hung up a little bit. Now a chance. Following through with it, and now the whistle at midfield. And the referee is going to reach for the pocket.
Yeah, it wasn't a vicious foul by any stretch, but it certainly broke up the rhythm of the Penn counter. Had he not gotten in and broken up that play, it looked like Penn was off to the races with Dahlin getting out ahead of things.
Max Iberi gets put into the book for the 3rd time this year for the yellow card. And the referee is now going to come over. Question as far as the clock. Resetting the clock to 11:03.
There we go.
And ask and he shall receive.
Nahenke with the serve from midfield. Dawson made his way up. Try and get on the end of it.
Ball up. And calling for it straight away, Owen Moore. Haberi looks up, dispatches the ball up, very nicely done. Weller trying to get to it, but just could not track it down, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was fortunate for the Quakers. The ball carried in the wind there because Nahenke had misjudged it. Nahenke had misjudged it. I think it was Weller that was in, but he just couldn't catch up with it.
If he was able to get a half a step on it, make the turn, either for himself or somebody else coming up and help, because Drexel did have help coming.
That's better.
Could have been a difference, and here come the Quakers trying to level things up. Botine, right side. Just nobody at the back door to send it home.
That was better. The little interplay through midfield with Howard and Botine.
So the left foot, nicely done. Looked for that far post, but just a little bit off of it. And a corner kick coming for the Quakers.
An important service here for Penn. Try and find that equalizer.
Left foot, bending ball, short in front. Bouncing once, pinball twice.
Oof.
Tried for the putback, but just could not get the angle. And that one goes off of the new building.
Yeah, that was a good service. And I tell you what, Drexel can't allow that ball to bounce in the box. And then Howard gets the opportunity at the top of the 18. Can't give the Quakers those kind of chances.
No. I mean, and especially if they get like what we saw Drexel take advantage of in the early parts of this match, Penn will definitely do the same thing if given the opportunity. Off of the restart, ball goes through. Giving chase. Combs was right there. Howard puts it in the air, but the wind keeps it there. And now Combs is all chasing it around the opposite side. Very nice done by the Dragons. Now can they set something up? Penn, though, gets it right back. A chance to get a run if they play it right. Looking left side. Nice cut back. Dahlin through all kinds of traffic, gets it through, but Drexel, persistence, wins that battle, and now here they come back the other way. Shannon, right side, nice idea. But
well done there by Dawson to break that play up. Back and forth affair here in this last minute or two between Penn and Drexel. I don't think either team's comfortable with that kind of game.
Penn's going to go to the bench for some wholesale substitutions here. Gavin Seal comes in, as well as Adam Ambrose Aiken, Owen Sullivan. Definitely going to need some fresh legs after that little track meet that we had. Throw in for the Quakers near the corner flag. Off the throw. Still going to come this way. Ball inside the box. Penn's defense recovers. Gets it back to the middle. Header back. Touch one. Plead to the officials. No joy. Shannon. Shannon a little poke inside. And David Howard comes off his line and collects it.
So you got Botine pushing up high now with Ambrose Aiken now playing his role underneath Botine. Howard still wide left, Seal wide right. And Frick is slotted in.
Drexel just putting on the pressure, and a foul is called in a dangerous spot. Clock is stopped with 5:56.
Really difficult spot for Malachi Neal here. His first touch got away from him, got himself in trouble.
Got tangled up with Christian Combs.
And again, because of the angle here, this is another dangerous free kick. You're certainly able to get it up and over to the far post or bring it to the near post. Be interesting to see how Worsfold Greg approaches it.
Vitalis sets up. Along with Combs. On the whistle, the shot and drills one. Christian Combs makes it 3-1. His first of the season.
What a hit.
Christian Combs just uncorked a missile. Excuse me.
No, Worsfold Greg.
Worsfold Greg, excuse me. He just uncorked one. That is his first goal of the season as well. And still 3-1 is the tally. Brilliant work by Morgan Worsfold Greg.
And full credit to Drexel for taking advantage of these opportunities. What a wonderful free kick by that young man. I told you he had a good angle on it to get it up and over to the far post, and that's exactly what he did. But again, you sit here, it's a 3-1 game, and all four goals come off of mistakes, come off of difficult plays.
Penn with the throw in. And it'll be Drexel's throw in right by the Rappaport Suite here at Rhodes Field.
And the way this game is going, you feel like there's a bunch more goals in it. It just is going to be interesting to see which team's able to take advantage of it. You could certainly see the Quakers coming back and scoring a couple goals, or you could see the way things are going for Penn right now, you could see Drexel putting another couple goals in.
Michael Howard passes the outside. Sully with it. Sends one forward. But Drexel just disrupts straight away. Drexel continuing to hustle to the ball.
Yeah, I think Drexel's done a really good job of putting Neal and Dawson and the Penn back four under pressure and really making it difficult for them to find that next pass to try and build out of the back.
Penn, though, trying to make a move. Drexel gets straightened away. They give it right back up, but miscommunication. Jack Ryan Jeremiah sent it out of bounds. 4 minutes remaining here in the half. And Drexel has definitely had the lion's share. 5 shots, 3 into the back of the net.
Yeah, but when you look at it, Dan, the shots are 6-5 in Penn's favor. It just tells you what a weird game it's been. I mean, I think it hasn't been a game of chances created. It's been a game of opportunities and taking advantage of mistakes for both teams.
Sullivan sends one in, looking for Jack Ryan. JR, top of 18.
That was a really good entry pass there by Sullivan. I think Jeremiah had 2, maybe 3 touches to try and get that on goal. I thought he had a good angle at the start.
David Howard sends one into the middle. Drexel comes right back with it. Salvino gets a double. Penn picks a pocket thanks to Michael Howard. Sully towards the circle. He's going to go to the outside.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Pratt higher up the field there. Sully broke out. It was obvious he had some time and space. It would have been good to see Pratt get higher up the field in a more dangerous spot.
JR.
Now this is better by Penn here.
Exchanges passes with Sullivan. Off to the left.
Much better.
Contact and a foul called against the Quakers. Aiden Frick gets the whistle. And Worsford Gregg, a little slow to get up, taking a little inventory. The junior from London, England. Clock to be stopped with 1:49. On the restart, the right foot through the middle.
Ready, Morgan. Get ready, Morgan. On the line. Try in and bang, be big. Christian, I like it on his shoulder. Again, Maxie. Good boy, on the line. Christian, read it. Be big.
Drexel working their way to the right side. Penn gets a touch to it.
Yeah, and you can see how the wind is holding up these balls, trying to come out of the back third for Penn. It'll be interesting to see what type of impact it has as the team switch sides in the second half. It's just hard to tell how much of an advantage it's been for Drexel here in the first half.
Good ball through the middle. Under a minute to go here in the half. Trying to make a touch, but quickly coming out. Smartly moving the ball was Owen Moore. Couldn't control it, but deflected it enough to go out of bounds, but it goes off of a Quaker, and it'll be a goal kick, and the final 30 seconds will come off here in the half. And Coach, an interesting first 45 minutes.
Yeah, a very interesting first 45. I mean, as we mentioned, shots are 6-5 in Penn's favor, corners 3-2 in Drexel's favor, and you have to say all 4 goals, it's just teams taking advantage of mistakes.
Penn tries one from distance. It goes to the back netting, and that is going to be how we go into halftime. 3-1 is the score at the break. The Drexel Dragons are on.
Same group that ended the first half, which is typical in today's world with the substitution rules. So you still have Howard and Seeley out wide. You got Frick in next to. Who's? Oh no!
Mort got called for the foul here.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying you got Frick in next to Herbert. Spelling Jeremiah here at the start of the half.
So we'll see if that gets anywhere as we get going here in the opening moments. And it's going to be curious to see how much the weather, if at all, plays a factor to favor the home side now that we've changed things around. I'm going to lean towards it probably will.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say from where we are, but like the wind is significant. If you're catching the flags off the grandstand, they're definitely going left to right as the camera faces the field. And so the wind is at Penn's back right now. You have to imagine that played somewhat of a role in the first half.
As you see the flag on your screen, I mean, pretty much from what we've seen throughout the match, that's actually calm compared to some of the gusts that we've had come up. I mean, we had wind speeds in the teens to start the match, and now I see if Penn can get going here. This one comes all the way out. Sullivan will give chase.
Yeah, and similar to Herbert coming in to spell Jeremiah and Frick staying in, you've got Nahenke comes back into his left back spot. Sullivan had spelled him in the first half. Sullivan moves to the right back spot to give Pratt a spell. So you've got Nahenke and Dawson and Neal and Sullivan across the back for the Quakers now. Kaeli on the ball.
And just his body position, you can tell he's going to try to give it a good bend. Does so. Looking far post. First touch Drexel. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. So good spots to be in early.
Yeah, that was a good serve by Kaeli. Drexel did well to clear it. Penn gets a corner out of it. And now you have Frick on the service. Right-footed in-swinger.
That right foot sends one in across the goal mouth.
It's a really good ball by Frick.
Owen Moore appeared to get a glove on it, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for the Quakers. Deep throw in, as you see from up the bit of a hill there off to the right. Sullivan sends it. First touch, bounced around. But once again, Owen Moore better to the task.
I think that was Neal that got on the end of that.
Owen Moore, he's just going to play it to his feet, and then he's going to send it along from the ground level. Nice deep kick through the mid part of the field. Gavin Seal drops back, a little give and go from Sullivan. First touch, Drexel. Penn follows through.
That's better from Herbert there in midfield. Good ball.
Better delivery, nice header away. Good clean slide from tackle from both. Malachi.
Yeah, already better from Penn in this first 5 minutes.
Sullivan bumps into a few friends, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. It's pleading his case with the assistant referee, but not having any of it. Owen Moore will get us back underway again. As the referees asked for the clock to be stopped at 40:28. Yeah, that's Castellanos here in front of us asking why, and I'd like an answer too. I'm not sure what. Nonetheless, we're back at it. Out of bounds, and that went off of Penn last. Drexel throwing.
JP, you can get a little bit more narrow.
Throw in back the other way.
Hey, get up the stick. Christian, center circle reference.
Ooh. The kick and the block had a little something on it. I could hear that all the way over here. Coming out to the outside, Sullivan. Sully tried to swing. Aiden Frick.
Up again. JP, shoulder.
Frick once again works his way through the middle. Good idea. Foul called. Jack Shannon staying right with it. Gets the benefit of the whistle, rightfully so. Back through the middle once again. Penn on the move, trying to dodge defenders. Kayeli, a little miscommunication here. Shannon staying right with it. Christie sends back to Kamjo. And now Drexel will try to send forward.
It's a good win there across the back line by Malachi Neal.
Straight up, made the contact with the ball.
This is much better by Penn here to start the second half. Much cleaner on the ball.
Will Kelly in the match. Sullivan.
Shoulders, Chris, don't stop. Chris,
Better passing for certain by the Quakers, working the wings.
Yeah, you just see, Owen Sullivan seeing a lot of the ball, right back. Nahenke seeing the ball, left back. Again, you're going to get tired of hearing me saying it, but that's when you know Penn is feeling it a little bit, feeling comfortable, getting their wide backs involved, their wide players finding the pockets.
That one goes out of bounds. It'll be a Drexel throw in right in front of the Penn bench. Play on, says the referee. Mr. Shannon not happy with it. Penn bending a ball across, but Owen Moore tracks it right down. Out of bounds, and we'll continue to head off to the left. The Drexel bench calling for a foul called in lieu of the throw-in. Nice move. Penn trying to
Good
advance.
ball.
Sullivan out to the right side. Sullivan helps out. Gets
Good poke
one
there
through.
by Sullivan.
Very nicely done. Left foot, Kayeli, that got bounced around.
Yeah, Kayeli caught all of that. That was a good shot. A really clean first touch on the turn. Allowed him to get the shot off quick.
Just Drexel was right there, right place, right time. Looking for Kayeli again towards the line, just too strong on this, and it goes out of play.
Good pass, breaking the line there, finding Kylie on the run into the box. The ideas are starting to come for the Quakers now. You can see it in their play.
Referee stopped the clock again, 35-21. It'll restart on the contact. Owen Moore. Good ball into the wind, right side, but too much right, and it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Penn. Goal kick, even though the Penn players are asking for a corner. I'm not seeing that.
Coach Castellanos asking for a little bit of energy from his bench. You can feel it here. Penn's come out really energized and sharp in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And you mentioned it at the start, Dan. You know, this Drexel team had played LaSalle. It was up 2-0 and ended up only getting a draw out of it, allowing 2 late goals to LaSalle in their last time out. So you just feel like Penn's here hunting for the second, and if they can get it to 3-2, it's going to be a really interesting finish.
No call from the official here, but an advancement by the Dragons. Sullivan, though, tracks it down. Will send it all the way into the corner, and that went out.
Yeah, I know the Drexel staff has not been happy with a couple of no calls there, so Penn really can't complain on that one. I felt like that was a clear foul, but the ref has definitely missed a few on Drexel's side as well.
On the throw-in. That ball back towards the middle. Camjo sends it back to his keeper. And that one you see now, the wind just holds it up, steers it right. Seal with the possibility, but just a little too much in thread in the needle, Coach.
Yeah, Seal did the hard part there and then just got the pass wrong. Couldn't make that connection. He did so well taking it out of the air and pulling it back and pushing it by his defender.
And as we look into the lights, a mist starts to fall. Originally they said maybe some rain around the 8:30, 9 o'clock hour. I think somebody needs to talk with our fake meteorologist.
Yeah.
Maybe. Never mind.
Rain. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, with the wind, you add a little, even just a little bit of precipitation, it could change the dynamic on a lot of levels.
I just wonder how long Coach Gill waits before going back to Dolan and Botine and Jeremiah.
So right now, Penn trying to work the left side.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of Penn has come out much sharper with a lot more confidence, and you add the wind on top of that, and it's definitely been a different start to the second half here than the Quaker team we saw in the first half.
Penn working their way through. Curl out right. Kayeli gets his pocket pick, but it's out of bounds. Off the throw in, gets through, but Owen Moore will control it. Going to dispatch it out to his left, and Drexel will try to press forward from here. Foul called against Pitalis. offered an objection, but the bench siding with the official. And Penn making some substitutions as Herbert's coming in. Jack Ryan Jeremiah back out as we're just about a half hour left. Penn's got some work to do. Kaeli, left foot, sending it in. First touch, Drexel. Moore gets all the way to the outside, or goes out of bounds, excuse me, a corner kick for the Quakers.
Another opportunity. I believe that's Jeremiah. I'm assuming that's Jeremiah that's going to be on the ball. Yep. Right-footed in-swinger.
JR settles.
They've got Dawson and Neal making the runs.
Short squib bouncing around, but up and over.
Oh, I think that was Boteen that had the opportunity.
Let's see if we can slow this one down, boys, as this one comes in.
Yeah, I think the ball surprised him a little bit. Got good contact and just deflected over.
Yeah, he was actually looking top shelf a little bit, but rolled off of a shoulder. Not sure if it was Tiago. This one
That's
goes
a better
far
ball.
post. And that one gets deflected and goes outside. We'll do another corner on the opposite side. Back and forth they go.
Yeah, you hear me being critical of guys not getting it past the first defender. That was a really good opportunity, a good service by Patty Kaeli to the far post, and a really clean opportunity to get something on goal.
Official will offer a moment of pause for those jockeying for position in the middle. Now this one, low line drive. First touch, Drexel on the way out. Nice slide, but too much on it. It goes off the wall and out of bounds.
You know, you got two guys like Neal and Dawson in there. It doesn't have to be a perfect serve. You just want to get it past that first defender, mid-goal, even the far post.
That one certainly got held up in the wind.
Well done there by Sullivan.
Dispossesses. Now the pressure. Gavin. Referee making sure the throw-in comes in the right spot. Sullivan with the shove. First touch in the air. Second one comes down. Oh. Christian Combs, I think, got hit 3 times on that exchange. Brilliant ball here. Shannon. Jack Shannon cuts back left. All kinds of noise inside the box, but just a little too much on the touch from Tiago, and David Howard's able to catch up with it.
That was really well done by Jack Shannon, creating that opportunity.
Now it's up to the Quakers.
Got to get
return
Owen
the
Sullivan
favor.
higher here. Got to get Owen Sullivan higher.
Sully now has it right side with some room, but one on. JR. With a little touch. Looking for Kaeli. Patty. Can't find anything. He goes out to the wing. Brilliant slide tackle by Tiago.
Kaeli did really well there to find the Henke out wide left.
Tiago Lima Bittencourt on your screen. Using all 6'2" of them to get in the way of that. As the mist comes down a little bit more.
I'm not sure this qualifies as a mist anymore, Dan.
I said a little more. It's kind of floating there.
I'm telling you, Drexel, they keep letting the ball bounce in their box. They're going to get punished for it. They got to be cleaner with their clearances. You're just asking for trouble.
Okay, now it qualifies more than just a mist, as we hear it on attendance. tent coverings above us as Sullivan tries to poke one through. Gavin Seal. Drexel controlling this wing space. Howard gets one forward. As the equipment gets tucked in a little closer to the center of the tent,
Good
the
ball there.
Quakers work the left.
Yeah, Penn just seems to have settled in here in this second half. The composure and the confidence in their play just wasn't there in the first half.
Right, and I mean, and settling a little bit compared to how we started off this half. Now being a little bit more composed, but foul called against the Quakers. As you see, Gavis comes up, taking a little inventory. Owen Moore will get squared away.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating one when you foul somebody that's facing their own goal at that spot of the field. You feel like you've got them pinned in, and you just kind of let them off the hook by fouling them.
That one goes into the stands with the supporters. All things being equal and weather considering, good crowd on hand tonight.
Good ball there by Howard. Sakalowski on for Seeley.
Grubik on for Drexel. He replaces Combs. Throw in for the Dragons. Gavis looks like he had one that he wanted, but unfortunately not in the right spot. Foul called. It'll be a free kick for the Quakers. As you see, Michael Howard and the substitutions on your screen. Kayali ready to bend the left leg. Good ball, strong to the line, looking for the head of the finish. Out of bounds, and it will be a corner kick.
It's a corner, but again, Drexel really not doing well with balls served into their box. Penn could have done better getting on the end of that. It was a good serve, but Drexel's really playing with fire here. Does not look good with balls served into their box.
They got to get it forward, give their defense a bit of a chance to recover. As this one comes in, good service, looking far post. Pop straight up, pop straight over. 21:35 remaining. Drexel still with a 2-goal lead here in this match at Rhodes Field.
Yeah, if I was Penn, as you're getting these opportunities on restarts, I wouldn't even try and make it perfect. I'd be looking to put it mid to far post and trying to get the runners crashing that area, getting on the end of it.
Ball to the middle, just, again, hang straight up there.
Looks like Salvino getting ready to come back in for Drexel.
Check it in with the fourth official. Penn's got the throw in. Ball in.
Good. And again. Organize.
Out of bounds, it'll be a throw in for the Quakers. As Salvino checks back in, and he will replace Victor Mork. Ball in, looking towards top, middle. Second touch, Drexel. The third.
Organize the backside.
Trying to work their way out, but the Quakers get to it, and almost another dangerous ball. Nice turn. Just couldn't continue through it. Drexel, though.
Guys, get stuck in there. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian.
Penn gets it back left side. Trying the line. No handball.
Wow. But again, you see the benefit of getting the Henke into the attack on the left flank. That was his service there that caused the trouble.
Yorgos Gavas, the sophomore from Nova Scotia, sends it back in. Sakalowski will yield for Sullivan. This one could get interesting. That foul is called. And then the clock to be stopped. The referee's reaching for the pocket.
Yeah, if you're going to stop it there, you got to give him a yellow because Drexel certainly felt like they were in. You can see Tiago talking to the referee.
Looks like Malachi Neal will be officially into the book. See if anything changes, and no, they give it to Nahenke.
There you go.
Sullivan slides. Whoa! That was rude. Unintentional, but rude as a member of the player of the Quakers is down from the bench. Things are getting a little chirpy.
Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely uncalled for.
And we got some extracurricular activities.
Yeah, who's the tough guy?
So as we try to get the so the referees are going to have a little talk. And again, unintentional. Okay, I'm trying to be objective here.
That was a cheeky play. The ball was
all
set
right, I'll
up.
give you cheeky.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
So a yellow card is issued to
Yeah.
Tiago Lima Bittencourt.
Yeah.
That'll be his third of the season.
Yeah, there's no question here.
Slides in.
Yeah, no need for that. Is what it is. We can play on.
So 18:21 left to go. Penn down by 2.
Looks like we've got Dallin coming in for Nahenke, so clearly an attacking substitution for Coach Gill.
Somebody late. Eyes out two. Eyes out two.
Yeah, so I think you've got Sakalowski on the left side in the back.
Loose ball up top, the shot, it
There we
pinballs,
go.
and Penn gets to within one as it looks like Marco Bottine finds the back of the net.
Really good finish there. Really good finish, and this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Now it's 3-2. Drexel had a 2-goal lead. There's plenty of time left, 18 minutes.
And the smart thing there, Marco Bottine just tells everyone to calm down off the throw-in. Bounces one, settles, left foot.
It was a Dahlen layoff to Bottine that made it. And I'll tell you, and I've been saying this for the last couple of minutes, it was a long throw. Drexel did not clear it well at all. Dropped to Dahlen's feet, got a layoff to his partner Bottine, and Bottine made no mistake.
Okay, so the goal is credited to Dahlen.
Oh,
for the third, but I could have sworn that went off of Bottine first. Maybe a deflection in front that we could not have seen. Well, again,
either way, good
3-2.
3-2, and a really good partnership between Bottine and Dahlen there to find that second goal for the Quakers. And I feel like this is going to get really interesting here the last 17 minutes, Dan. The Quakers have come out a different team in the second half. 10-6 in shots right now, 7-3 in corners, both in favor of the Quakers. And the Quakers look a different team here in the second half.
Shots 4-1 favoring the home side in this half alone. As this one pops up a little bit. Penn looking for the equalizer from distance, but a brilliant save by Owen Moore.
What a shot.
What a save. You know me, Coach.
I was just going to say, I say what a shot. You say what a save is the goalkeeper.
I'm always going to side with the keepers. I don't care.
Well, both were true. Both were true. And again, these balls that are coming into the Drexel box, the Drexel area, they're not handling well. That's a good one.
Ball in. Once again, the keeper better with the gloves. Ball forward. Too much on it. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, you hear the Drexel staff encouraging their guys, asking them can they get pressure on the ball, and you just feel it. It's a much different feel than the first half where Drexel was getting so much pressure on the Penn back line. The Penn back line and the holding midfielder have so much more time here in the second half to find that rhythm, find that pass, and it's made a big difference.
Kaeli. Right side, and we have a member of the Drexel Dragons down.
He's calling
for the head injury, which is understandable. Brian Gill calling for order with his bench a little bit, keeping everybody inside the technical area.
Yeah, I think that's the only way the referee would have stopped it, would have been
a potential
clear head injury. Yep. Otherwise, he would have let the play go on.
As you see, Yorgos Gavas comes up. Okay, so Maxaberry comes in. As Yorgos Gavas will come to the bench. So now, the drop ball here.
It should just be dropped to Penn. They were in clear possession.
Yes. As you see the rain, not a mist anymore, coming down a little bit. Under 16 minutes. Patrick Kaeli. See David Howard well forward. They drop it. Kaeli bending. First touch pops out. Trying to make a turn. Penn trying to serve one forward, looking far post. Jack Ryan Jeremiah couldn't get to a better spot. The Dragons trying to go through. JR comes all the way back. Quickly the exchange. Kaeli.
It's a good
tied up the feet.
Good, really good recovery there by Jeremiah to disrupt the flow of the Drexel transition. Gets the turnover. And here we are again with another service coming into the Drexel box.
Jack Shannon's doing everything he can to get in the way. Kaeli, left foot, bends one up. The service.
Drops in.
Through. It's loose.
Yep.
It's in the back of the net. And we're tied at 3.
I'm
with
telling you.
under 15 minutes to go. Michael Howard, the first goal of the season.
Michael Howard with the equalizer. But what did I tell you, Dan? The service into the box. Drexel continues to struggle. Allows the ball to drop again. And as I've been saying, you let that happen, you're going to get punished. And Penn takes advantage of it. It's 3-3, and I said this a couple of, probably 30 minutes ago. There were goals left in this game. It was just a question of who was going to get them. I don't think that's the last goal we're going to see here today.
I hope not. I mean, either way. Yes, there's no overtime in regular season play, but still, after this match, after what we said, I don't want to see a draw. Someone will win this evening. Now, a tale of two halves, as now the momentum clearly on the home side as we're tied at 3. But can the visitors from across 33rd Street return the favor in kind as they're trying to set something up? Shannon, right side. Down towards the flag, pinballs around. It'll be for Drexel.
Got to be careful
Ball
here.
inside, just we saw the other end. Did not miss by much.
Penn's got to be careful.
Hey.
As our old friend Charlie Inverso says, goals follow goals. You know, and I mean, Penn's got so much momentum and has used so much energy to get them back square. You just really have to keep your head and ensure that you don't give up a cheap one after doing all the work to get yourself back in it.
Ball through midfield. Drexel puts it down. Connor Dawson will give chase. Thiago, not really right with him. Now for the go-ahead goal. This one goes out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick.
And you have to believe that Penn is feeling really good about these type of opportunities. And Drexel, on the other hand, is not feeling confident at all. We just want to get a good service in here past the first defender and give the Dawsons and the Neals and the other guys a chance to get on the end of it.
Watch our keeper, sir.
That one goes off the roof. Did not miss by much. The Penn players are asking for a corner. Brian Gill, play as called. Clock stopped at 12:40.
I think everybody on the field thought that was a corner except the referee. I think even the linesman, it was set up there for a corner.
I'm not going to say it. Thiago Lima Bittencourt is going to come out. And off the goal kick, right into the stands, into the wind, I may add.
Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up again.
So Penn's got the throw in. Ball in. Little collision. Drexel comes away with it. Nice poke. Nice slide tackle.
Correct.
Great work, George Herbert.
Yeah, see, these are the moments that you just didn't see in the first half. The fire and energy, the tackling, the breaking up plays.
Sokolowski left foot in front. Didn't miss by much on that end either.
You have to open up so you can find your feet. Make it easy for him.
Yeah, that was Kaeli on the end of it on the Sakalowski serve.
It's a good thing there's a hospital like 2 blocks away from us. I may have to stop back in there on the way home. We have to talk with the powers to be and make them like a second half sponsor of something. Penn with the throw in. 11:20 left to go.
Another service into the box.
Organize! Make sure we're messed up! Levi, who you got? Organize! Wide!
So a opportunity here with just under 11 minutes remaining. On the whistle, Kaeli, the left foot, ready. Good ball deep towards the line. Header, pinball, up and into the gloves of Owen Moore.
Boy, you just feel like every ball served into the Drexel box right now is an opportunity.
Almost a dangerous ball here, but foul. Good idea, good hustle, good pressure, proper call. Drexel's going to try to unlock this and work the far side. Little bump. 3-3 is the score. 10 minutes left to go. Good try for a turn. Good work on the defense. Quakers now looking to switch the fields. Right side, Sakalowski. Comes back towards the middle. Kaeli on the wing. Patty. Poke towards the middle, nobody home.
Yeah, just missed Howard streaking in from the left side. Here comes Drexel.
With some stride. Chip to the far side of the box. Ball back towards the middle. Good work by Finn Vandenberg to keep that in front of him.
Yeah, really good header there by Vandenberg.
Flew about 5 yards. As the ball goes out of bounds, it'll be a Drexel throw-in under 9 minutes. Comes in, Howard calls for it. Howard set, sends it on its way. Pop up right here near us. Sakalowski tries for it. Can't keep it in. Ball in. Drexel advances by way of the throw in. 8 minutes remaining. Ball through. Dahlin gets a bump out of bounds. And a throw in for Drexel. The referee asked for the clock to be stopped as a member of the Dragons is slow to get up.
Yeah, I think both Drexel center backs right now are shot.
And I can't say that I blame them, as Mateo Kamjo needed a moment.
They've had their hands full here in the second half.
And and then some. Penn still trying to punch their way through. A foul. Nothing except a corner kick is the call. Despite the reaction of the Penn bench and assistant coach Matt
It
Poplowski.
was probably
Clock stopped, 7:20. And now Mr. McCann, he's going to come over and have a word with Brian Gill.
It was probably the right call. It appeared he had kind of gotten down and fell over him. But Drexel is living dangerously right now, and Penn is.
Take a look real quick.
First to it. Let's go. Lock in. Here we go, JP.
I mean, just boxing out for. I see the no call clearly.
The ball may have already been out of bounds, but I tell you what, the corner isn't a bad option here for Penn the way things are going.
Ball in, looking far post, but on the roof.
Boy, again, you just have to get the service into a dangerous area. It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. That's a really disappointing serve.
Penn 7 shots in this half. Leveling things at 3. 14 shots in total. 10 corner kicks, tying a season high. Foul called. Drexel looking for a foul to be called. Referee keeping the whistle in his pocket. Ball bending right into the bench.
Drop in.
Brian Gill took off up the line.
He wants Owen Sullivan on the long throw here. Gives him an opportunity to get Dawson up in the box. He's already got Dolan in there.
Jack, continue, Jack.
There's the long throw in. Touch 1, 2, right back to the right. Oh.
Jeremiah wants that one back so badly. It just fell to him, and he knows he could have done better with that one.
Caught just off center to the left of the ball. It pushed to the right side from his vantage point. And, Coach, like you were saying, the opportunities and Drexel playing with fire. No corners in the second half for our visitors from across 33rd Street as that one stays within the confines but almost winds up on Riverfield's drive.
Yeah, you can see it in the stats how the game has changed. 15-7 in shots, 10-3 in corners. And you just feel like any opportunity, long throw, service, corner kick for Penn is an opportunity.
Sliding in, couldn't get through. Salvino off to the races. Salvino in traffic, nobody there. Brilliant kick away. Great work by the back line of the Quakers to deny.
Malachi Neal made up for it there. He had really put them in trouble losing the ball when he did, but his recovery run was outstanding and ended up saving the goal there.
Under 5 minutes. And it goes back the other way. Throw in coming, 4:30 remaining. Stepping through, Jack Ryan Jeremiah on the follow through as it goes out of bounds. Jack Shannon a little slow to get up. Clock to be stopped. And now the referee is going to have a word with Mr. Shannon. And also a word with Patty Caielli. .409 remaining as this one comes back into play. Penn gets it right back. Drexel trying to free up some space. Caielli against Pedalos. JR gets it back. Caielli. Drexel turning. Foul on the foul called. Brian Gill not happy with it.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a foul. I felt like he lost his feet. It probably looked worse than it was from the referee's angle from the center of the field. It is what it is, though. Got to play on.
So on the restart, 3:10 remaining. The left foot of Vandenberg gets it up towards the middle part of the field. Shannon, chip shot. Sokolowski sends it out. Right back in. From the left wing, Shannon gets doubled, dispossessed. Penn, good control, good breakout. The foul's called. Clock stopped. 2:34. Referee reaching for the pocket again.
Yeah. I mean, Vandenberg really got spun there by Dahlen, and I mentioned it a moment ago. I think he and his partner in the center of the back have really been under a lot of pressure and stress here in the second half. It was a great turn by Dahlen.
And the yellow card's going to Morgan Worsford Gregg, his first of the season. Patty Kayali sets. Left foot. Service forward. First touch. That got deflected out in front. Drexel trying to clear.
Was it a save there, Dan? I couldn't see it.
I couldn't tell if it was a save. I think somebody got in the way of that because I saw Owen Moore extend for it, but I didn't see him get the contact. Sokolowski in double, gets tied up. Drexel keeps it. Grubik sends right side. Too much on it. Howard comes all the way to the top of the line before he dispatches it out. 1:55 remaining. Penn, left side. Sokolowski, right side, with time and space.
Good patience here by Penn, even with a minute and a half left.
Kayeli. Herbert sends to the left wing. 1:20 left. Now they try to make the move. Ball out of bounds. Got another corner. A season high in corner opportunities for the Quakers. And with a 1 minute set to be called, can the go-ahead goal be on this play?
Have to get a good service here.
Ball in, looking back post. Could not get the lean towards it as Malachi Neal was trying to get ahead to it. Just could not connect. 45 seconds left. Final 30 seconds before this one comes to a conclusion. Still getting forward is Jack Shannon. Shannon, left side.
Trouble
in front, but it gets deflected away. A corner kick, the first of this half. 3 seconds, ball serviced up, headed away. And that is how we're going to end. Penn comes back to go even 3 apiece. And everyone on that pitch right now, Coach, is exhausted. What a match this has been, but typical of what we expect.